I'm curious if anybody has a pattern or set of patterns that they're seeing as to the root causes of why people continuously keep taking shortcuts and keep delivering bad user experiences or less than what they could be doing.
So something that makes me think of is, I love this phrase, complexity is enemy number one. And it's just so true that the things we build are so complex. And whether you're talking about the software or even just the whole experience, right? The more you can simplify, the more you can get, everyone can get their head around what is it you're trying to do. A lot of our tools, they're complex by necessity. Our tools are designed to understand how software is running. One of the big tools I work on is a software profiler, where it's supposed to help you optimize the games and tell you exactly how the software is running on the hardware. And our tool needs to expose as much as possible. The more it can expose, the more the developer has a chance to figure out what's happening. And the complexity is insane. And so a big struggle is like, well, who's our audience? Because it does need to be what I like to call the tool of last resort. When you don't know what's happening, it has to expose everything, but that is terrible for beginner users, right? So we have this, but you don't want to dumb it down too much. You dumb it down too much, and then the experts can't solve their horrible problems. So you do what you can. You do successive disclosure where you keep it fairly simple, and then you can get into more complexity in the tool. So why is UX bad? It's complex, right? And there isn't enough time, and there isn't enough money. And it is a bit of education too. You need it every time someone makes a decision, it impacts the experience, possibly. And you see this definitely on like video games. You can think, like I think of AI programmers all the time making the AI for video games, but if they just makes their little AI, whatever they do to the creatures, it affects the experience that the player has. And if those AI programmers aren't half game designers, they ruin the experience, because every little decision they make affects how the game plays. And it's true in whole products that are tools as well.